What's up, everybody? Brian Mann here, Hands-On Auto Training. Today is March 23rd, 2022, guys. I am just doing a quick recap video right now for a lot of stuff going on. So first of all, I want to remind you all, if you're not signed up for the core premium memberships, be sure to sign up before Friday, because on Friday we're doing a drawing for anybody that signed up for the core premium for the AES Wave U-Test lead kit. That is a fantastic kit. Guys, good stuff. I'm trying to give a little bit of encouragement for people to sign up that maybe are on the fence with the giveaways, but I really feel that the material I'm putting online is really good content. It should help you out with all different types of programming questions, picoscope stuff, basic electricity, all great stuff. Guys, I want to tell you about that Jeep that we worked on that had the logic lock a couple days ago, actually a couple weeks ago. I'm still waiting on a used computer because over the weekend that thing locked up again. It did the same thing. We're back to square one. However, this time doing a proxy configuration alignment, all that stuff, I could not get it to go through. The one thing I will tell you I noticed is that we had all the computers, or should I say all the control modules, or most of them were at least, were setting code saying no communication with the engine control module. All the while the engine control module was online, no problems, no communication issues or anything like that. All the data looked good. So we're getting a used computer for this. I don't know if I can do a used computer, but a new one is on national back order. You can't get one. So that is the Jeep. Guys, a little while ago I did that Chevy Express van. I don't know if you remember, end of day video a while ago, we did a PCM on it and it was doing funny stuff. I believe that's in one of my end of day videos. And then another time I got called out to diagnose it for a no start situation and it had bad fuel. Links to those videos will be in the description below. But this time going out to it, I got called out. They said they flushed the tanks and it started up and ran and then it died and wouldn't start again. This time I go out there and we have no fuel pressure whatsoever. Now, it turns out there's a backstory here. Originally, this vehicle went to the dealer. The dealer put a crank sensor, an ignition module, and a coil on it. And then it went to another shop that hung a distributor. Then it went to the shop that I deal with, and another mobile technician in the area, we won't name anybody, got out there and they recommended a timing chain. Come on, a timing chain on a Chevy 350, those don't really go bad. But anyways, all this work was done, so we're kind of putting the puzzle back together. Here I am with no fuel pressure on it, and I find out that the primary side control of the relay, the terminal is spread in a fuse box. It looked like somebody jammed the test light in there. So we went ahead and fixed that temporarily, and we got fuel pressure. The vehicle starts and runs, but it runs rough, really bad, setting a P1345 code, basically for the ignition timing retard offset. And looked at that on a data on a scan tool, it was like negative 43 degrees or something. That's just way out of whack. It should be zero. And I told them at that point, I took the distributor out, looked at it in some aftermarket, really low quality unit. The original distributor is in bad shape to the point where the rotor bolts are broken off in it. So I said, hey, just get an AC Delco distributor. They put that on there. That thing is running like a champ. Guys, I spent 3 days now working on one vehicle, a 2017 Ford Transit van. I want to tell you just briefly about this. Premium members, we're going to go into detail tomorrow night at our premium member meeting. But guys, you just have to understand this thing, I was called out to program a body control module on. And as I'm doing a PMI, we ID'd it off the original module. The original complaint was the hazard lights are stuck on. You cannot turn the ignition on. You turn the ignition on, the dash doesn't light up, and all that stuff just doesn't work the way it should. And it turns out, as we're doing a PMI on this thing, I turned the key on with a new body control module installed, the dash lit up. Technician's happy, I'm happy, I'm like, sweet, this is good. And as it's programming, after it's done programming, the dash lights go back out. We're setting a U3000:49. That is the internal module performance, internal module error or something like that. And there's a lot of information that goes along with this, and we're going to dissect it. But there's some information that's kind of hidden, and I believe that's where it is. But like I said, we'll go into detail tomorrow about that. Guys, I probably have 2 hours of footage that's probably not going to make it all to YouTube. I'm going to be more concerned with showing you guys what the fix is once we get it fixed. Right now, it's not fixed. So anyhow, that being said, I've been very busy running hard. This is a 2017 Caravan. It has a remote that doesn't work. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. But first I want to tell you, I got that X-Horse tool. And in the last video with the Chevy Impala or Malibu, I think it was a Chevy Malibu with a B3055, I got to be honest with you guys, I didn't know how to hit the button on the scan tool, so I didn't know how to work it. But hey, let's take a look at this. All right, so we've got this 2017 Caravan with a couple keys. What's going on? One of the remotes isn't working, guys? All right, so we have a remote issue. We're going to get the key tool max going on here. And just for testing purposes, I'm going to go ahead and check the output of the key. We should be able to read the frequency of each key. Guys, that is on the home button. You press the home button even when you're on the other screen here. You'll see here in a second. So hold on, let me see. This one doesn't work. This one does work. And it starts and runs with both keys, guys? Yes. Okay, so basically if we hit the home button here, you'll see we got this transponder page here. We can read transponder. I'm going to go ahead and hit that in there. And it's reading, and I'm trying to get the camera so you guys can see. But it did read the transponder key information here. As you see here, it says that it's read the ID and it's locked. It means that this key cannot be programmed at this point. I don't know, I think this one might even have a function of unlocking the keys, but we're not going to go there at the moment. But this one does not unlock and lock. So I'm going to go back here, I'm going to hit the home button again, and I believe we can have a frequency detection. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit this button, and we have no output from this key. Let me show you here. So I'm hitting the output detection, and we have nothing. I'm going to go ahead and get the key that does work. Stick it in, and you can see here we have that output showing on the tool. So this is a really nice tool. I've used other things with my Auto Pro pad. I think, not Auto Pro pad, my IM608, I've used some of that stuff. Some of your TPMS tools, of course, have a function there. So we definitely have no output from that key. So we either got a bad key or a bad battery. All right, guys, we got our Auto Pro pad out here. We're going to go ahead and program this new key that we have. All right, procedure's complete, okay. And we're gonna go ahead and hit the back button. No, and just so you guys know, the security light is off. I'll turn the key off, cycle it one time. We got our runner, this is our new key. And now we'll check the function of our buttons. Before we did not have button operation. That's good stuff. So we used the Auto Pro pad, got that thing all programmed up, no problem. That was a bad key. Guys, I appreciate you taking time to watch. Like, subscribe, smash the thumbs up button, you know, notification bell, all that good stuff. I'm hoping to have more time to get back in the mode of making videos, but just haven't had time yet. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.